Hey man, I have caught me the silver bug. I am a true believer. I've always sort of been interested in silver, even years ago when I was still wore wedding rings. Back when I thought I was bound to my wife instead of my wife being bound to me. I preferred silver wedding rings because it was pure. You could have a pure ring. Like gold has to be alloyed. The pistol is just here for scale, and because I think it looks cool, but mostly for scale. So my buddy Pete Rambo over at, Pete, if you've watched the channel at all, we interact with him a fair amount. He got me. He's a silver bug too, or a true believer, and he gave me this 1 ounce piece of coin, which pretty much tells you everything you need to know about Pete. There's Torah on this side, and there's the Constitution on this side. And he gave it to me in a little bit of a presentation at a conference we were at, where he was just trying to encourage some men. There were about 6 of us he singled out, and it was a really meaningful gesture and a gift. But in the meantime, it also sort of just grabbed my attention, and I started sort of looking into silver. Not much. I still have a lot to learn. So this was my first piece. I actually used to collect what they call junk silver, which is just old American coins. But I gave them all to my son one of my sons, my oldest son, as a birthday present one year when I was broke as a bicycle. I'm always broke as a bicycle. But I couldn't afford to buy him a birthday present, so I gave him all of my old silver coins. I have no idea what kind of value there was in there. Probably a fair amount. I probably had 20 or 30. Anywho. So now I'm trying to buy some of my own, and I ordered these offline, and now I know you're not supposed to do that because the shipping eats into your investment. But I need to find a place here. If anyone knows any place around Atlanta where I can go buy a few silver rounds at a time, let me know. Give me a link or a name, because I need to find a place. I'd like to go pick up, an ounce probably every week, maybe more. I don't know. So I bought these 3. These are all 3 the same one. And as you can see, there's naked ladies on them, which is why I bought them. I'm a simple man. And they're supposed to be something called the trivium. And the 3 ladies are supposed to represent 3 types of learning. I think rhetoric, logic, and math, or rhetoric, language, and math. I can't remember. I have to look it back up. I just thought they was pretty. So I got 3 of them. Used Patreon money. So you Patreon guys, thank you. Unless you're not silver guys, and then I apologize for using your money for something you don't approve of. But I'm really excited about this. I don't consider this a prep or for barter. I consider this an investment. That's how I'm looking at it. I have no investment vehicles. I have zero plans for the future other than Social Security, which means 0 plans for the future. I'm going to put these back in their little cases. I'm not supposed to handle them, I'm told, or they'll start tarnishing and they won't be worth as much. So I'm going to buy an ounce, maybe a week. I don't know. Maybe every other week. Like I said, I got to find a place to start buying. And I'm just going to put them in my safe and leave them. This is a visual medium after all. And I'm going to just start buying silver, physical silver. The Bitcoin guys say if you don't possess your Bitcoin, you don't own any Bitcoin. I kind of feel the same way about this. I don't like the ETFs and silver certificates and any of that stuff. If you don't have it in your hand, it's not really yours. So I'm gonna stockpile this stuff. Like I said, I got a safe, and right now this is $80 worth of silver here. It's like $20 an ounce. So I don't know if I took these down to a store and told them to give me $20 an ounce, I'm assuming they would. I don't know. I don't understand spot price and physical price and all that stuff yet. If anyone has any good resources for continuing to learn more about silver, I prefer podcasts because I can listen to them while I'm working or driving. But whatever you got, websites, YouTube channels, give me links. I'd be interested in getting to know about them. But yeah, we're just going to keep doing this silver thing. Allegedly, it's undervalued. Of course, people have been saying that my entire life. but you know, it's never going to be worth nothing, and we know dollars are going to be worth nothing at some point. I'll tell you a story real quick. I was in Brazil as a kid. I don't want this to be a long video, so we're going to wrap it up after this. I was on a missions trip to Brazil, and I kept finding all these this currency on the ground, like, you know, not dollar bills, obviously. I think they're bolivars, or I can't remember what Brazil calls theirs. It might be bolivars. I kept finding all these notes on the ground, these you know, this money. And I was really excited. I was like 12, 14. I don't remember. I think I was about 12. And I kept picking them all up, and I was like, I'm finding money on the ground, and it's everywhere. And finally, a Brazilian told me, you know, look, people are throwing that down because it's so worthless. I was like, I didn't understand this. I was like, it's money, isn't it? How can it be worthless? And they said, yeah, but it's the old style money, and it's been so devalued. You know, it takes millions of them to buy anything. The only thing they're good for, people said, was writing notes. And someone unfolded it. You know, showed me the one he'd seen me pick up. He was all crumpled, and he uncrumpled it and showed me where someone had written a note on it. It was like a phone number or something. And so this money was so devalued, all it was worth was the paper. You know, you could still write a note on it. It was good for note writing. I'm assuming you could probably have wiped your ass with it too. It might have been good for that. But it had no value other than the paper it was written on. But that still had some value, which I found interesting. And you know, every time I hear people talk about Bitcoin, I think back to that. You know, paper money may be shit, but it's still written on paper. I mean, hell, you can burn it if nothing else. You can write a note on it. It still has some value. I don't understand what value Bitcoin has. But precious metals and silver, and this because I'm poor, you know, as a poor man, I can afford silver. It's always got some value, you know. It's never going to be worth nothing. So there you go. I'm into precious. I'm 4 ounces in, so let's not act like, you know, this is some big lifestyle change here or something. And someone said, why are you buying silver instead of brass? It's a good question. I agree. I think bullets may be an investment too. I have to think about that. But there you go. We're going to do the silver for the foreseeable future at least. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.